All right, you guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, do what you must do. Now, this one hits home in my community, or should I say county, at least. This is a hard pill to swallow. Federal funding cuts, they're going to cut the free Meals on Wheels for seniors. And you have to remember, not all seniors and retired people have pensions and everything, 401k to rely on to live off of for the rest of their life. So this one's really going to hit hard. Let's go ahead and roll the clip from KTVU Channel 2 News, Fox. Let's go.
New at 10, hundreds of people in the East Bay will no longer receive the weekly meals they rely on.
The breakfast bag program under the Meals on Wheels Diablo region is ending due to government funding cuts. I talk with volunteers and recipients who say the program is about more than just food, and they hope it can be saved.
We've all been instrumental once or twice.
Every week, volunteers in Martinez await the arrival of a van from Meals on Wheels Diablo region. The van is filled with duffel bags full of groceries. The volunteers load their cars as they prepare to deliver the fresh food to homebound seniors in need across Contra Costa County. This is the breakfast bag program.
There's milk today.
But notices went out with deliveries this week saying the program will end on October 2nd due to government funding cuts.
What? That's just a little more than 2 weeks away. That's crazy. And we're just now getting the news now. That's a little short notice.
I feel so bad for our clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they really depend on us.
Donna and Pete Harris, Gail Jackson, and Russell Stevens are among the many volunteers who are disappointed the program is ending. From fruit and salad to yogurt, cereal, and more, the food is crucial for so many.
See, that's the stuff you're supposed to be eating for at least breakfast. And not all this Burger King and McDonald's and shit that a lot of people, you know, pretty much rely off of. And even that stuff is expensive now. Going to Burger King, McDonald's is expensive now. I don't eat at those places because of health reasons, but this is how we're supposed to be eating breakfast. But then, to each its own, right? But then I just don't like to be around people complaining about their health when they're not even trying to be healthy in the first place.
The volunteers have all delivered food for the last couple of years.
A lot of mine are elderly women that maybe didn't work and don't have like a pension and things like that, and they're just subsisting on Social Security.
The breakfast bag program is unique. It is the only one in the Greater Bay Area that serves meals to more than 400 clients each week. Clients like June Dion, who just found out the program is ending.
I'm sad. You know, you're cutting off my food.
Dion is in her 70s and not sure what she'll do come October.
I call it my Maui, my Meals on Wheels, and it's what I have to eat. You know, when they bring it to me, I get it because I don't have a car and I don't have any transportation. I'm not a spring chicken.
And not even a spring chicken. So you heard that. So to all the liberated women out there, you better get you a man. You better get you a man. I had to get my Kevin Samuels in at least one time. So this is why it's important to find your lifetime mate, or at least try to. I mean, nothing's promised to us, but you might have this person around for at least a while. But then the downfall is one of you will probably die before the other. A lot of times most couples don't die together unless it's a freak accident, a fire, the home burned up, you guys got in a car accident. But this is why it's important to have a spouse if you could find one.
Aside from the food, the volunteers provide social and emotional support, checking in on their clients' well-being. For some, it's the only interaction they'll get each week.
Sometimes we need to call in because there's some issue that you can see they're in danger or some kind of...
Oh, and children too. This is why it's important to have some kind of younger relatives in your bloodline. A lot of people think they're strong and independent and they can do everything on their own until they can't. Because let's just face it, most single Americans up there in age rely on some kind of government assistance. And these are one of them.
They're declining in some way.
And many are limited in their mobility or wheelchair bound.
Yeah, I've had a lady once who fell in front of her door, and she was out the whole evening, and I knocked on the door and she was yelling for help. So we couldn't even open the door. So we had to call 911.
One client of mine said she can't afford to buy milk with the prices of milk.
So it goes beyond the food. Medical costs. Somebody has to pay those bills. So that's why it's important to have medical insurance. You have all these idiot YouTubers bragging about they don't have medical coverage. Quit your job. Don't be a slave to a corporation and all this shit. And next thing you know, they're in this situation. You're laying on the ground for 2 or 3 days and nobody ain't heard from you because you couldn't reach your phone. It happened to a relative of mine a few years ago. Think about it all the time.
And she's on a limited income, and she's another one that can barely walk maybe 5 or 10 feet.
The volunteers hope a last-minute miracle will get the program reinstated through monetary donations to Meals on Wheels Diablo region. The organization told clients it hopes to bring back the program in the future.
It's a great program. We really want it to continue, and it's been doing a great job.
The cuts only affect the breakfast bag program. Regular frozen meals will still be delivered, but volunteers are heartbroken and don't want to see vulnerable senior citizens with less food and nutrition.
I mean, for real, if their health is already declining, the last thing they need to be is malnutrition, right? So we all must eat right. We need protein. A lot of that food you saw on the screen was packed with protein and other nutrients, right? So yeah, these seniors need this food to at least give them some type of, benefits of energy and everything else. Because, I mean, America itself doesn't have the best diet, and a lot of our food is grown in the labs, right? Like, it's not as organic as they say it is, versus going to European countries where the food tastes 100 times better. And not even just Europe. If you just go to Brazil, you can just taste the freshness difference. You don't taste all the chemicals in it. I've traveled to a few countries. I've eaten the food in other countries, and I could say it's a lot better.
I don't understand why they cut it in the first place. These are the people who need help the most.
Right.
It's a terrible thing. It really is.
Yeah, so you heard that. That's too bad, and I'm sure it'll come back. But Contra Costa County is a large county. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Bay Area, Contra Costa and Alameda are two of the biggest counties in the Bay Area. So that's going to affect a lot of people. These counties are very populated. So this isn't good at all. And hopefully they'll come up to a solution before October 2nd. This is KTVU. I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.